Algeria is a country in North Africa bordered by Tunisia, Libya, Niger, Mali, Morocco, Mauritania, and Western Sahara. I mean the rightful land of Morocco. Algeria has historically been inhabited by Berbers, who we don't have any real battles from, but they did trade stuff. The first real geopolitical conflict Algeria was involved in was when it was part of Carthage, when it was vying with Rome for control of the Mediterranean. The Berbers did not really like their Carthaginian overlords, however, and rebelled many times. But then the Romans conquered Carthage, and they were not the loosely controlled merchant-centric empire Carthage was. Oh no, if anyone protested their rule, the Romans would put them down. Just ask Israel. So the Berbers never rebelled and mostly just chilled and produced grain for the empire. But all good things come to an end and Rome fell. But Algeria would remain in the Byzantine Empire. That was until the Arab conquests. Now these conquests completely changed Algeria's culture, language, religion, and even the gene pool, bringing in a lot of Arab admixture. Then the Ottomans came along, and then they had their pirating days in which they had a war with the United States, before finally being owned by the French. Then they rebelled and Algeria gained independence. And with the backstory out of the way, we can talk about the modern country's geopolitics. There was the appropriately named Sand War in 1963, where Algeria, supported by Egypt, fought Morocco over, well, sand. And then there was the October War in 1973, where all the Arab countries ganged up on Israel. But basically, Israel used it to invade its neighbors. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Then in 1976, Algeria helped out Western Sahara by fighting for them against Morocco and Mauritania, and managed to get Mauritania to relinquish its claims. Then there basically was a bunch of Islamic insurgencies that are still going on to this day. So now let's get into their relationships with their neighbors. Algeria and Libya have a pretty good relationship. Both have rediscovered their ancient Berber roots in recent years. But the thing is that Libya is a bit too clingy, as Libya wanted to integrate with Algeria in 1987, a position that Algerians actually wanted but the governments could not agree upon. Nevertheless, both have a great time annoying Morocco with their support of Western Sahara. Tunisia has a pretty friendly relationship and has even come around on the Western Sahara issue to support the independence of Western Sahara, just not under the SADR. Algeria is kinda meh with Niger and Mali. Mauritania and Algeria used to hate each other, but ever since Mauritania dropped its claims and recognized the SADR, things have been good. Morocco and Algeria, however, hate each other, as Morocco is like, bro, if you would just stop supporting the SADR, Western Sahara would be mine. The border with Morocco has been closed for decades now, as Morocco once tried to invade Algeria. Now, unsurprisingly, Algeria's best friend is Western Sahara, as the SADR basically owes its existence to Algeria, as they host the government in exile, and Western Sahara loves to support them in an effort to get back at Morocco. Hope you guys liked that episode, and next up is Andorra.